where he is expected to be read out these charges in front of a judge. We'll wait to see what comes from that, and we'll touch base with you guys here on American Agenda a little bit later. Send it back to you.
John Glasgow reporting from the Twin Cities on this chilling story. Thank you so much. And joining us now is former FBI agent and author of Sleep No More, Jonathan Gilliam, along with retired FBI supervisory special agent and co-director at Wilmington University's Criminal Justice Institute, Scott Duffey. Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining us. So, Jonathan, I want to start with you. We have all of these conflicting details about this alleged murderer here, assassin. On the one hand, he was a Waltz appointee. On the other hand, he's carrying sort of pro-life literature, and then he's got the No Kings literature, sketchy business background as well. What are we to make of all these conflicting details about the motives and the broader implications of this story, this tragedy?
Well, I think the facts will end up being the facts. I think that's the first thing, Ben, is that despite what social media and media reports may say, law enforcement will eventually get to the facts. That's all that's going to matter. It really doesn't matter in the long run what was reported here and there. I mean, even his own face or pictures that he posted on LinkedIn, for instance, were of him as a younger guy. So you can only trust that information to a limited extent, but what the law enforcement and the prosecutor are going to go after is going to be hard facts. And knowing that, and then seeing how this entire thing played out, also the charges, the other thing is these charges may change. They may be upgraded during and throughout the investigation, because you have to remember, right now that they have him, there was an investigation going on before, but mainly that was to try to identify who he was and find him, also find the motivation and things. But now that they have him, that investigation goes into overdrive so they can kind of get the complete picture of what occurred. And then that is what the prosecution will use to further their case. And then law enforcement can also use to make sure that they understand him, his motivation, and how this could occur in the future.
Yeah, Scott, police say that they found in his notebook a total of 45 Minnesota state and federal officials. They were listed on this notebook. They're finding a lot of things that the information is slowly coming out. What do you make of all of this, and what are police doing right now?
Yeah, I say the police did a fantastic job, and what I mean is all of the law enforcement in Minnesota, federal, state, and local partners to bring him to justice. Some say 2 days is a long time. 2 days in my world is lightning speed with regards to fugitive hunt. So what police are doing now is ensuring that the investigation really to the homicides as well as the shootings and related charges is just beginning. So now they have him in custody, and now a tremendous amount of resources can be brought to bear to complete this investigation and ensure everything goes forward within a court of law. So you have a lot of people that have been on this list. They're going to go to each one. They're going to interview each one. They're going to see if there's any type of contact, any links between the suspect and, of course, the victims on the list, as we are hearing a little bit more that perhaps additional lawmakers had a visit and see what that means. So the investigation just beginning to ensure that these charges stick.
Jonathan Gilliam, Scott Duffey, thank you so much for your insights.
You got it.
Thank you.
And still to come, President Trump taking new steps to implement the single